One thing I noticed about Junior's car in practice, it was fast on the short run, but car in the wall.
And hard. Andy Hillenberg slammed it with the right front in turn 3. Rear heavy damage to the right front for Andy Hillenberg. That used to be a sign for MW windows, but Andy Hillenberg hit it hard and broke into the first caution of the day. And here's what happened to his triplet for Congress Ford.
If you watch, he just locks up the front tires. Now, one of two things: he got too much front brake and locked them up, or the throttle may have stuck on the thing. But it looks like he just locked up the brakes.
And Andy's okay. He did not respond to the radio transmission before we went to break, but he climbed out okay. There's Andy in his new impact suit, and that was quite an impact. But you can
because your car goes away like Jeff Gordon's. His rear tires is gone. We're still about 30 laps from pit stop.
Schrader pounded the wall on the front straightaway. Caution is out.
Caution is out.
Kenny's all right. He's dropped the window net. Let's see what happens. That's Kyle Petty behind him. No contact. Oh,
yeah.
Joe Nemechek in the 01 car moved down right into Kenny Schrader in the 49.
Yeah, Kenny was down the inside, and Nemechek in the 01 just turned it dead left and got into Kenny right there. You can see he was making such a run on Kyle Petty in the 45, but he had to get out behind him, and here come Kenny.
And this was right in front of the leaders.
Hermie Sadler's view. The California kid, for the first time in his Cup career, leads at Martinsville Speedway in the Advanced Auto Parts 500. I know I had it earlier. Welcome back to Martinsville Speedway, where caution has just flown for rookie Scott Riggs, who spun his Valvoline Chevy coming off turn number 4 down to the inside of the front straightaway. Traffic oncoming, and caution resulted. Riggs will be on the right side of your screen coming into the picture.
Oh, yeah, Kyle Petty couldn't go, and here comes Michael, and Scott Riggs had to pay for that.
With Ferrari, where they do have team orders, but the big trouble. Brendan Gaughan goes around. Here comes the leader. He gets out of the throttle. That's a break for Kyle Petty, who is ahead of Jeff Gordon at the moment of caution. Not sure about Ward Burton, whether he'll remain on the lead lap or not after Brendan Gaughan's spins. Here there are no team orders because the cars have different sponsors on the same team, so not a lot of that goes on. Here's what happened going into 3 off, was that Brian Vickers?
Vickers, yeah. Vickers. Notebook to look into.
And there is the distance in car lengths, if you will, what 21 seconds
backwards, 19 in the wall, turn
Mayfield.
And we have no caution. We have no caution. Caution is out. So Casey Kane will just barely stay on the lead lap. Jeff Burton in the 99 car was on pit road completing a pit stop.
One of his teammates, Jeremy Mayfield, not so fortunate here.
Oh, no, I don't know if that's too much brake or if he had a left rear tire down. Something caused that car to really snap around. Ooh. That's at about 90 miles an hour. You go down that front straightaway. That's if you get it slowed down a little bit.
To see, this brings back a lot of memories from Martinsville.
I think Martin just backed off a little early right there and let Rusty get down in there. He knew he's, trouble down here, guys.
Michael Waltrip's around. Morgan Shepherd sneaks by on the high side. Caution waves. See what happened to Michael Waltrip in turn 4.
Oh, gee, he just got the 21 car just went in there a little too hot and slammed into the back of him. Oh, you see Michael get a little loose, causes him a little momentum off of 2. Ricky didn't lose much momentum. Looked like he might have gained a little.
Ricky almost slid up into Michael. Things happen fast here at Martinsville. We're under caution again in the Advanced Auto Parts 500.
Harvick there in the 29 car to advance another spot.
Moves him up to 9th position. Caution is out.
Morgan Shepherd and Casey Kane up in turn 4. And I think almost everybody but those two wanted to see this caution.
And I think possibly Michael Waltrip in the 15 car may be the free pass car.
If it is, that's the second time today that he's been a benefactor of that.
Caution's really good news for Tony Stewart, who was less than 2 seconds from being caught by Dale Jr. and going a lap down.
Yeah, they're going to have to bring the 20 car in there and wave a magic wand over it, because it's not reacting too well right now.
You know how special it is to win at a driver's racetrack like Martinsville.
It's just, there's no neater trophy that I know. Oh, 22 car around off turn 4.
Scott Wimmer.
Darrell, he locked up the brakes down in turn 1 and 2 at the other end of the speedway, so he was having some sort of problem before he spun up here at turn 4.
Locked up on entry, the thing's dead.
To bring out the 9th caution.
You just heard him say locked up on entry.
Mate, will be the free pass. I just believe maybe people like Jeff Gordon, those guys who will watch Scott Wimmer here, see the brakes locking up on him. That was through the last set of corners off turn 2, and I watch him down here in 3 and 4.
Just got loose.
Way back past the center of the corner.
Yeah, he'd have been off the brakes by then. Got up out of the groove a little bit, looked like. It looks kind of crazy loose right now, like the air pressures are really, really low.
Rusty. Whoa, spin, Harvick, turn 4, caution. No caution, excuse me. They're going to see if he can get going.
Still green.
Go.
He spins it around. We have caution.
They got a caution.
Caution is out.
In that battle for a second spot.
I think he'll probably go back behind him, because that pass was made possibly after the caution. I was watching the 17 and the 29 racing each other pretty hard. And I think the 17 was racing him harder than he was thinking he was going to.
I know we only have 71 laps to go, but as we watch this another angle headed down the backstretch. And look at Jeff Gordon in the 24 car. All this is going on right in front of him. He goes to the bottom of the racetrack.
Root and scoot. And Jeff Gordon is now 9th. As you watch from Kevin Harvick. Ooh, I hate that sound.
You ought to be in there.
You know, Darrell, if I'm Jimmy Johnson in that 48 car, I think I like cautions right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's fewer green laps I have to run.
I'm not coming in now, I can tell you that. He's got him this time. Rusty likes the bottom down here. All Jimmy can do is fight.
Yeah, Jimmy's on the wrong side of the racetrack now.
Yeah.
And Rusty clears him for the lead. Caution is out for turn 2. Kevin Harvick, Derek Cope, and Joe Nemechek, and Ricky Craven.
Wow.
Here's what happened at turn 2 to put us under caution for the 11th time. Joe Nemechek around, and he got banged by Ricky Craven at the tail end of that. Let's watch from Jeremy Mayfield. Boy, that had a Days of Thunder look to it, didn't it?
Please tell me where to go.
From Kevin Harvick, following Mayfield and going the other way.
About the best thing to do driving into that is what he did, just stop. Now, we need to document Kevin Harvick, even after being involved in that accident a while ago. He's still on the lead lap back in 19th, and these guys would love to still be running at the checkered flag, because he's been running at the end of 46 consecutive races.
Very few lead lap cars pit. Tony Stewart, I believe, is he the only one?
Michael, he's still on the lead lap.
That's
right.
right.
Jarrett's back there.
Pretty much all the guys back there from about 13th on back.